Hey Wellness Crew, hey everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on today's practice. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to begin with sun salutations, of course. Raising our arms up overhead as we inhale. Swan diving forward into a forward fold. Walking our hands out into plank. Coming into hovering. So only the palms of your hands, the balls of your feet, and your toes are connected to the mat. Nothing else is. Coming up into upward dog. Tucking our toes underneath for downward dog. Stepping our right foot forward. Coming into a crescent lunge. Bringing our hands back down to the mat. Bringing that right leg back. Bringing that left foot forward. Coming into crescent lunge on the left hand side. And bringing our hands back down to the mat. Coming back to downward dog. Walking our hands in towards our feet. Forward fold. Slowly rolling upward. And taking a couple deep breaths. All right, bringing our hands up overhead. Inhaling. Swan diving into a forward fold. Exhaling. Walking our hands forward into plank. Into hovering. Into upward dog. Tucking our toes underneath for downward dog. Stepping our right foot forward to come into crescent lunge. Bringing our hands down to the mat, bringing that right leg back, stepping that left foot forward to come into crescent lunge on the left side. Or bringing our hands back down to the mat, coming into a downward dog. Walking our hands in towards our feet, forward fold. And slowly rolling up. Breathing in, bringing our hands overhead, Swan diving into a forward fold. Walking our hands forward into plank. Hovering. Up dog. Tucking our toes underneath for a downward facing dog. Stepping that right foot forward to come into a crescent lunge. Bringing our hands back to the mat, bringing that right leg back, stepping that left foot forward to come in a crescent lunge on the left-hand side. Bringing our hands back to the mat, stepping that left leg back, coming into a downward facing dog position. Walking our hands back to meet our feet, forward fold. And slowly rolling up. Breathing in, arms overhead. Swan diving into a forward fold, exhaling. Walking our hands forward, plank, hovering, upward dog. Tucking our toes underneath for downward dog. You got this. Stepping our right foot forward, crescent lunge. Bringing our hands to the mat, bringing that right leg back, stepping that left foot forward for crescent lunge on the left-hand side. And from plank, going back into a downward facing dog. Walking our hands forward towards our feet. And slowly rolling up. Okay, so from there, we're going to go ahead and get on our stomachs. We're going to extend our right leg out. We're going to have our left leg straight but with the knee facing down. We're going to have the palms of our hands on either side of our chest. And we're going to do this movement and then come back down. Okay? Two more. All right, now we're going to go ahead and switch legs. So bring that left leg out and bring that right leg straight with the knee down. You really want to do this on a soft surface like a yoga mat or a couple of yoga mats. You don't want to do this on a hard surface, okay? Perfect. From here, excuse me, go ahead and push ourselves up into seal. Open up those legs a bit. And then we'll go ahead and get into child's pose. I love that combination of poses. It's like super relaxing. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get on our right side. We're going to be using our left leg. We're going to begin by doing circles to the back of us, or whatever shape it ends up being. No worries, no judgment. So trying to keep them somewhat slow and controlled. Got 8 more. All right, now we're going to go ahead and go forwards for the same amount of times. Ready? All right, perfect. Now we'll go ahead and flip sides, coming onto the left side of our body, having our legs nice and straight, and knowing that we're going to be using our upper leg, which is our right leg. So we're going to start by going backwards. And letting your leg rest for a moment. And now we're ready to go forward. Wait, going forward would be like this. There we go. Perfect. Now we'll go ahead and come onto our backs. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our head, We're going to go ahead and bring our right knee in. We're going to meet our right knee with our left elbow, and then switch and meet our right elbow with our left knee. Come on, keep going with me. Awesome. And just relax for a second. Go ahead and take some nice deep breaths. Then turning our hands to be on top of the mat. We're going to go ahead and start to bring our knees in towards our chest. Three more. And again, just take a few nice deep breaths. We're going to go ahead and come to a seated position. Raising your hands up overhead. Taking it to that straight-legged forward fold, seated. And slowly rolling out. Coming back briefly to a supine-ish position. Getting our hands ready for fish. So our forearms are on the mat, and then let our head fall back. And slowly coming out of that position. Coming onto our left, the ball of our left foot. We're going to be on the heel of our right foot. And what we're going to do is then we're going to switch. Only if this feels comfortable. If it doesn't feel comfortable, then do not worry about it. All right. Well, from there, we will get into Savasana. Taking nice deep breaths in through your nose. Exhaling for longer through your mouth. Taking this opportunity to express gratitude for everything that you have in your life right now. Feeling the effects of the yoga. Extending an arm out to our side. Rolling over. Coming into a kneeling position or into a seated position, whatever is most comfortable for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and or join where there's some wild content. And I am looking forward to seeing you on the next video. Be well, stay wild.